President Trump was adamant that that LIV is here to stay. If that's the case, I mean, they'll lose another $1 billion, another billion here or there. I may or may not have told you about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I played with President Trump, and the whole day we talked about LIV. And one of the things he said to me, which he said, look, I know you and I, he was pointing at me, he goes, I know we disagree on LIV. He goes, but let me tell you why LIV is going to stick around. He said, first of all, Yasser, the gentleman who runs
the PIF.
The PIF. He said, first of all, he loves golf more than you and I do. And I didn't interrupt him, but I was like, I don't know about that. You play golf every day. I think about golf every day, but okay, I'll let him go. And he goes, he loves golf more than you and I do. And he said, second of all, he said they have $32 trillion worth of money in oil underneath that sand. $32 trillion. That was the number he threw out. I don't know where he got the number, but I would imagine his resources are a little better than mine. And so $32 trillion. He said, and he goes, and they absolutely need to diversify their economy for
that is without question.
That's without question.
They know that.
For very, very specific geostrategic and also long-term political reasons. So he goes, they're not going to abandon LIV. They're going to stick around. They're going to figure it out. Maybe they improvise. Maybe they make changes. Maybe they make the changes they need to be competitive with the PGA Tour, which would be having a Q school, trying to develop their own, which would be funding women's golf all over, which would be trying to create some organic way of developing golf within Saudi Arabia, which would be having a huge philanthropic arm, which would be changing the policies in their country that are still medieval, so the West wouldn't have to be aghast that they are funding the game of golf. I mean, there's a lot of things they would have to do on the way for us to sort of go, okay, we're somewhat amenable to medieval policies in their country funding this game, but that's a long way to go, and they don't seem amenable to doing any of those things.